Happy Friday, guys. Thanks for joining us on The Sprint. It is game day Friday, so I'm wearing my blue for multiple reasons today, but more than anything, you got the good old dogs game going on. We're going to get into that story later on to figure out we can get this excitement going because they must win tonight and they must win tomorrow night in order for the Rail Yard Dogs to be in the running to keep the cup. You already know I'm super excited about it, but I'm also wearing blue today because today is National Donate Life Day. We're talking about obviously how important it is for transplants and for people to sign up to be organ donors. I'm an organ donor. I hope a lot of people out there are organ donors because again, it can save many lives out there that you never know is possible. But yes, it's wear green and blue day today. I'm taking care of the blue aspect of it. I know in Virginia today we had a couple of us wearing green. So yeah, it's a special day for multiple reasons today. Again, right here on The Sprint, we're all about talking about the good news of the day. This is a time for us to take a break from the heavy news cycle that we hear about all the time, the kind that stresses you out, raises your blood pressure, whether it's political news, whether it's murder and all that extra stuff, man. No, this is a time for us to just chill out. If you got your cell phone devices out, if you're on WSLS.com and you just need a break and just want to hang out while you eat lunch or dinner, this is the place to do it because we were telling you about a lot of cool stuff that are happening in our community, things that'll make you smile, awareness that are being raised right now, and also we got a funny story to talk about. It's trendy stories as well, the stories that'll make you scratch your head or sometimes be like, okay, you go, girl. Check it out. This is a story coming up later on in The Sprint.
I just want a good friend to go and laugh with and send him home when I get bored with him, and I get bored easily.
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to meet little old Linda. There's Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, and all other dating sites out there, but what about billboards? We chat about one elderly woman who is tired of being single. She got her requirements put on full display for the world to see. That's coming up later in The Sprint. I can't wait to get to it because this story actually made me laugh a lot because, hey, you know, you straight up, you tell her what you want, girl, and you hopefully get what you want through a billboard. So, yeah, we're going to get into that story later on in The Sprint. But first and foremost, like we mentioned earlier, this is a special day to remind people about the importance of giving back, whether that is an organ of some sort or just having that extra education about the importance of organ donating. So doctors say nationwide there are more than 100,000 people waiting on different transplant lists, and that number is still growing. Doctors at Carilion Clinic say about 5,000 people in our area experience advanced stages of kidney disease. And by 2025, they expect the need for kidney transplants to grow by more than 25%. Currently, those here in our area must travel to 2 hours or more to transplantation services and can wait anywhere from 18 months to 5 years for a donor, which is a very, very long time, especially if you're in a life-changing situation. Carilion is now working to start an adult kidney transplant program at Carilion Roanoke Memorial Hospital to ease that burden.
We need to bring this treatment back home to these patients. We need to bring it to their back door and make it not only convenient, but also accessible. Accessible care means less risk to the patient and more thorough care to the patient, leading to a better outcome.
Now, if you're approved through Virginia's Certificate of Public Need process, the Carilion Kidney Transplant Program will be Virginia's 8th transplant center and the only one serving Western Virginia. Program used existing operating rooms at Carilion Roanoke Memorial Hospital, allowing the program to ramp up quickly. Again, this is a very important program, and this is a very important day to know how crucial and critical it is for some families out there to just have that option. You know, every time I think about transplantations of any sort, I think of the movie John Q. And if you guys have seen that movie, it was this father, he held a hospital up, but it kind of put into perspective about how important it is that organs are made readily available. One, and two, you got to pray to God that there's some type of match that is happening as well. So again, this is just one of those things where I hope people take in consideration of doing. I remember when I got my driver's license, it was easy to sign up to be an organ donor. That's what I am. And obviously there are other ways to do it as well through an easy process. So if you guys are interested in doing that, interested in giving life again, or giving people a second chance at life, go to our website at WSLS.com to check out how you can get involved in that. that. Happening today, more than a dozen veterans will head to Washington, D.C. to see memorials created in their honor as a part of the Central and Southwest Virginia Honor Flight. Organizers say that the trip is considered the journey of a lifetime for many who were never properly thanked for their service. 2024, the Honor Flight Network has escorted nearly 300,000 veterans to their memorials, 2 Korean War veterans and 15 Vietnam War veterans, and will be on the weekend trip. The group will leave today after visiting the National D-Day Memorial in Bedford and return on Sunday. You guys know how I feel about my veterans. You know how I feel about my military men and women. The fact of the matter is, I say this all the time, this is something we should not take for granted. We wouldn't be here today enjoying the freedoms that we have today without them. So the fact of the matter that we're even saying things in sentences like they weren't properly thanked is bizarre to me. And again, there's other issues that is bizarre to me. The fact that we got homeless veterans out there, veterans with drug addictions out there, veterans who are just by themselves dealing with mental health situations. You know, that breaks my heart because, again, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to have and enjoy the freedoms that we have. We wouldn't be able to live as comfortably as we're living. We wouldn't be as safe and secure as we are today. So, again, this is going to be a cool deal. I'm so happy that the honor flight is something that is taking place and happening for our veterans so that they can have that moment of a good reminder of what they have done and that permanent appreciation for what they have done and how they put their lives on the line for us. So again, shout out to Honor Flight. I know that's a really cool deal right there. I know Jazz's dad is a veteran herself, so this is also one of those stories that touch her near and dear to her heart. So all of our veterans out there and all of our current military active members, thank you for your service. Moving on, man. WSLS is all about celebrating our heroes, and we're partnering with the American Red Cross, who does just that. Celebration of Heroes, recognizing people doing the most in our community as far as helping others and putting others' lives before theirs. And this year's animal rescue hero is going to Christina Lee and her nonprofit organization, Deaf Dogs Rock. Check it out. This right here is her first deaf dog in 2010, 10 weeks old, Nitro. This is Christina's dog. She and her husband saw the lack of resources for owners of pets with special needs, so they launched what is known as today, deafdogsrock.com. As of March, they have helped over 8,000 deaf dogs get adopted and their owners prepped on everything they need to know. She will be honored at the Celebration of Heroes breakfast along with all the other local heroes on Thursday at Hotel Roanoke. We'll keep telling you guys about the other heroes every morning on Virginia Today, 10 News at noon, and then right here on The Sprint, just to give you guys a good reminder about how special these individuals are in our community. Again, all heroes don't wear capes. All of them are mostly very, very humble people who are just, just trying to do something good in our community. And it's something, you think of it like this. Okay, it's a dog. Is deaf. You think to yourself, okay, cool, but you never put in reality how difficult it is to care for an animal with special needs, but let alone a deaf animal, and the fact that they have dedicated their time, energy, and resources to educating people who get these animals so that they're not immediately turned away and rejected and euthanized because they can't hear. That is something that I think is also awesome. And Nitro, his little testimony is one that's going to bark louder than anything. I really, really like this story for sure. And like I said, I've covered stories where there are people out there who have deaf and blind dogs, and they are able to give them just a full life of happiness despite the disabilities that they're going through. So again, shout out to Christina. I can't wait to see you at the Celebration of Heroes breakfast. You deserve all the recognition. And speaking of dogs, we're going to get into National Pet Day. You guys sent in so many different dogs in our pennant page, and we got to show some love to a couple of them that came through. So that's coming up after the break. First and foremost, we got to get to some good news this morning, this afternoon and evening after a devastating fire that happened at Friends and Family Restaurant in Parisburg. You guys remember that? We covered it extensively. The rebuild of the beloved business is moving forward. I know a lot of people are pumped up about it because you saw these images and so many people were heartbroken. While not as far along as they anticipated, crews are making progress with the start of construction on site. The popular eatery was destroyed during a fire last February. It had been serving the Giles County community for nearly 3 decades. Once restored, the building will have several new features, including a revamped menu. So that's something to look forward to. I know a lot of people are pumped up about that coming. Something else they're excited about is this right here, Royal Farms coming to Bedford. There's only 3 days until the grand opening. Located in the Harmony Town Center just off of Route 460, the gas station chain is known for its fried chicken, and it's the first one in town. This is just one of the new developments in Bedford area lately. Dunkin' Donuts, as well as a new residential housing and hotel, have been in the works. Royal Farms will open for business starting on Monday. Another cool deal people are looking forward to. And if you like me, you like DoorDash. You know, I know some people do Uber Eats and all that good stuff. What would you do if your food was flying in from above? That's what's happening over in Christiansburg. Food deliveries seem to be everywhere now, and in Christiansburg, they have made it a bit more interesting. Wing Drone Delivery has been in Christiansburg since 2019, delivering a variety of different small items. But recently, the delivery service expanded to food. They partnered with the Wendy's in Christiansburg. Your food will stay hot or cold during the delivery, and the company has been testing it in Australia with lots of positive results and reviews with more than 350,000 deliveries. This is pretty cool, man. I just wouldn't know. It would be kind of, you know, you see it on cartoons and all that good stuff. This is what it makes me think of, cartoons having food just flying in from the top. But it's pretty unique. I'll be interested in seeing how this would take place throughout multiple communities in our lifetime. That just tells you technology is advancing and is doing so super duper quickly. But yeah, it's on a windy day like today, though, that would not be a good idea to try to use that, because guess what? Your food gonna be in somebody else's yard and you're gonna be super salty about it. But either way, cool little technological advancement right there. Love seeing about it. And again, as I mentioned, it was a windy day today. I made the mistake of walking outside. You know, I had to get in and work early for the morning shift. So I got out 3 o'clock in the morning trying to let the dog out. And when I tell you some secrets were about to be exposed, if you guys know me, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because that wind came through and it was just pointless of me doing my hair prior to walking outside because it was just all over the place by the time I got into the car. Anyways, let's get to meteorologist Marshall Downing. He's been tracking severe weather. Obviously, yesterday was a weather authority alert day because of the severe storms that had come through and has caused some damage in certain areas in our region. But let's get into meteorologist Marshall Downing. Tell us what our forecast is looking like today.
Hello, everyone. Through a lot of today, we're looking at plenty of wind, and that's going to stick around with us into Saturday. As it does, temperatures are able to warm up a little bit since our pattern is going to change there. Going to get to around 70 on Saturday and up to around 80 on Sunday with a lot less wind by Sunday. We'll see plenty of 80s through next week with a few showers here and there. By then, winds are much calmer than today.
All right, Marshall, thank you so much. Keep that Weather Authority app handy. And again, if you're going out and about later on this evening, for example, there's a Rail Yard Dogs game going on. You be inside, won't have to worry about all the wind blowing your hair and stuff all over the place. We're going to get into more about the Rail Yard Dogs season coming up after break. We're going to get into some of the awesome pennant pictures that you guys sent in for National Pet Day. And if you need another form of trying to figure out how you can get into the dating scene, you're going to take some tips from this woman right here. She got a whole billboard looking for her significant other out there. It's a cool, creative concept. We're getting down into it, how she's searching for love from above. Coming up after the break. Do not go anywhere. Stay with us on The Sprint here at WSLS.com. Welcome back to The Sprint, guys. We got so much more to get to. A lot of juicy stories, including my Rail Yard Dogs, your pennant pictures, and again, that really cool competition we got going on Earth Day or for Earth Day for our insiders. But before we do that, did you know dinosaurs are invading the Star City this weekend? Check it out. We got the annual Jurassic Quest exhibit is back at the Berglund Center. Nationally recognized show takes you back in time when dinosaurs ruled the earth with the true-to-life size animatronics replicas. This year, the herd of prehistoric creatures is bigger than ever. There will also be new attractions, rides, live shows, and hands-on activities for the whole family. The widely popular event starts today and runs through Sunday. So you want to know something funny? This particular, because you know that they travel all over the place. Jurassic Quest does. And I remember in Arkansas, I was doing a story for this. No, yeah, when I was in radio, I was doing radio, and in that radio, we had to do a remote at a Jurassic Quest setup. And I remember while I was interviewing this person, I didn't know the little head things move. So they got like the little hand up the little animatronic body or whatever. It's like a little guy that walks around with a puppet. And I didn't know the thing moved, and when I tell you it moved, it really messed me up because it looked real. It's so realistic looking. So if you guys want to have that realistic, up close and personal, physical example of what it looked like back in the day, like way back in the day, Jurassic Quest is the place to be. So again, that's taking place this weekend. You can have so much fun enjoying it with the family. Bring the kiddos out. You know, kids love them some dinosaurs. Got the T-Rex action and all that stuff taking place. And then the rides, that's also super duper legit. So go do it, get involved with it, and of course, go to our website at WSLS.com to get the extra specifics. So everybody likes to get their pets. You know, you get a dog, you get a cat. Sometimes people get like a little gerbil, a hamster. Well, this Oklahoma family's first pet kind of gave them a run for their money big time because their kid is obsessed with octopuses. And he got his first pet as an octopus, but they didn't ever think that this was going to happen. That octopus turned into more octopuses. So let's get right into it. 9-year-old Cal Clifford has always been obsessed with having a pet octopus, so his parents got him one named Terrence or Terry. And he even went viral on TikTok documenting the very difficult process of taking care of the octopus at a home aquarium. Well, the family spent months trying to figure it out, and they did, but then the unthinkable happened. Get this, Terry had 50 babies. They say taking care of her was already hard, but managing an entire octopus nursery has been beyond challenging.
We've just gained a greater appreciation for what an amazing animal it is. It's been fun to kind of do it here at home, but definitely don't recommend it.
Yeah, definitely would not recommend for any family to just pick up an octopus. So get this. Unfortunately, only 25 babies have survived so far, but they're doing fine. Each tiny octopus has a name like JC or Fiance with its own handcrafted container. So really punny names like that. Now the family is looking for help finding aquariums and zoos interested in adopting one of them. Hey, you know, when I saw this story, I thought to myself, okay, you know, octopus, first of all, they're unpredictable, in my opinion. Except then again, I'm not around octopuses a lot. I'm not really that interested in having one for a pet. But if this was something that, you know, could be an educational moment for this kid, cool, do your thing. I can see being a big, huge, top-notch biologist one day in his life will definitely come in handy after this experience. But again, they said it took 8 weeks to try to figure out how to get the water together for Terry. And when the Terry got in, Terry was just like, shoot, this is good. Let me chill. I'm going to chill a little bit. And next thing you know, Terry's just like, let me bring in some extra people. So, yeah, Terry, you know you have to do that to their family like that. But you did, and they are learning from it and obviously providing very educational moments for everybody out there interested. So one thing led for another. They got their first pet for sure. And speaking of pets, you guys, y'all, when I tell you, anytime it's dealing with animals, anytime it's dealing with anything like that, y'all come in clutch when it comes down to sending us stuff through our Pennant page. And you sent so many cute, precious dogs to us through our Pennant page. So many. I wish we could showcase them all, but I have a few to showcase today. We got to give some shout outs to these beautiful babies right here. So check it out. Shout out to Terry Lewis sending us Kane and Charles woo on National Pet Day. Got their matching t-shirts looking like they are cool as a cucumber. So shout out to you for sending that in. Then we got this beautiful little dude right here. It says Happy National Pet Day to our teddy bear Myers. This is coming in from Norma in Salem. Thank you so much for sharing a little teddy bear right there with us. Then this one is coming in from Lynn. This is a very cute, fun little shot of this little guy right here. This is from Queenie, a.k.a. Dean. Okay, there you go. So this is Dean. Says, Happy National Pets Day. Thank you for sending it. It looked like Dean is getting ready to go fetch a stick or something. I don't know. Very cute little dog right there. And then last but not least, we got to show some love to this one. Sedonia, sent us this. Says, this is my beautiful best friend, Pepper Ann. She's an Aussie mix. Just turned 2 on March 23rd. Look at that. That is beautiful. It looks like it reminds me of a cookies and cream kind of ice cream setup because, guys, I love me some cookies and cream. Either way, beautiful, beautiful dog. Thank you guys so much for sending in all of your pets. Again, there were so many. So if you guys want to go through and just check out how cute and precious all of the pets of Southwest Virginia is, go to our website, WSLS.com. On our pennant page, you'll see just how precious they are. And if you don't have a dog, you can live vicariously through other pet owners for sure. And speaking of dog, we got to get to this. This is an important story. I'm talking about the rail yard dogs, okay? You guys know me. I love hockey. I love my rail yard dogs. And tonight is the night. It's a big night for our rail yard dogs because guess what? This is their first playoff game of home ice tonight. And it's all on the line. So they have already played a game in Quad City. I think it was on Tuesday. And that game didn't go the way we wanted it to go. So they have to win tonight, and they have to win tomorrow night. So let's get into it. Dogs lost their first game, unfortunately, in the series of 3 to Quad City earlier this week. That means that if they lose again tonight, their reigning President's Cup champions are done for the season. Coach Dan Bremner and his group of veteran players say that they're ready to right the wrongs of what happened.
I don't think there's a guy that was on the ice on Tuesday that's not disappointed in the effort and execution. We came out and got a lead early there and then just kind of went to sleep.
You just try and rally the troops. For the young guys, a lot of them have never been in this high stake of a game before, this high stake of a situation. And, you just try and stick to your roots, stick to what I've done all year, and hopefully they can just follow.
Yeah, so the puck drops at 7:05. Our very own 10 Sports Eric Johnson is going to be out there to get it all covered. I'm just telling you, man, they better win because, again, these boys have fought so hard. When I tell you this season has been so exciting, dealing with, switching out players here and there, trading players here and there, I think it is a known fact among the Rail Yard Dog fan pages that, they just haven't been able to quite get their rhythm together because of the switch up of personnel so much. But I tell you one thing, man, Dan, he has done a beautiful job with getting these boys on track. Even if they struggle at certain times, you could tell that this is something that they fight hard for. And I will take this to my grave. Rail Yard Dogs are known to be the underdogs. Every time you turn around, they've been the underdogs of the season because get this, again, with these changes, they'll have a rough first few periods, and then next thing you know, they come back, tie it up, and then next thing you know, they win in overtime. No, I don't like being that stressed out, but if it means that we're going to win on top, I'll take it any day. But tonight, all of it's going to be on the ice. When I tell you my heart is already beating so hard, it's going to be just like the fun emotion that everybody had during the finals game when they won because you're just on the edge of your seat. You're praying because, again, they worked so hard for it to be over tonight. And Quad City has been talking some stuff about us, too. So we got to make sure we take care of business tonight. And I hope to see so many of you guys out there if you guys are going to the Rail Yard Dogs game. Again, let's go Dogs. Let's get into this, man. The heck with the world dating sites online and all that good stuff. Let's go back to the old school way of doing it. And I don't even know if this is the old school way of doing it, but it's the most expensive way, in my opinion. Either way, we got this chick named Linda Howard advertising her availability as far as getting into the dating scene on billboards. With middling success, we got a report coming in for that full story. I want you guys to check this out.
I enjoy doing it. It's my hobby. Expensive one, but it's my hobby.
Linda Howard is back at it again with a new billboard looking for dates for her and her friends. Back in December, she put up these holiday-themed billboards with a list of requirements in hopes she can find a companion to spend the rest of her years with. And she did get a few dates out of the first billboards.
They have to laugh and they have to have a sense of humor, and unfortunately, it wasn't there.
So Howard is trying again with a new humorous billboard with an updated list of requirements, a picture of a chicken because she loves buying chickens, an image of cans in a shopping cart for the obvious comment at the bottom of the billboard, And as for the fortune teller,
I thought it was a cute picture, but really I think God's in control of our lives. We just know that He has a plan for all of us. And I've been single for 34 years, so do you think He'd be a little faster on this one? I just want a good friend to go and laugh with and send him home when I get bored with him, and I get bored easily.
and that's on the list of requirements. You can't be boring. Howard says ever since she put up her first billboards, there have been a few times where she's had to play matchmaker, where if a date didn't work out between her and one person, she would set that person up with one of her friends. Because in the end, she just wants these billboards to bring more companionship to her and her friends' lives.
There's a lot of single people at our age that it's hard to find somebody that's compatible, So I'm just trying. Hopefully I will, and I can hook up some people for the summer to go out and enjoy life. Because life is too short, and we all ought to have fun and meet new people in life.
And Howard says she's open to others responding, as there is a question on the billboard you can answer. She hopes that will get more people to respond to build more connections, as well as score her a date.
Oh, yeah, I would love to hear it. Yeah, and then we can share it with other people. And maybe we can someday have a group where we can all go to Billy Park and have a picnic and get to know each other.
Talk about a very interesting way of getting on the dating scene. But I also will say, this is a sweet, sweet little woman right here. Not only is she looking for her man, but she's hoping to get people matched up as well. So I think this is a cool deal right here. It's very interesting. If you got the money, hey, if you tired of being single at that age, then do what you got to do. Let's get Jazzy Jazz in on this action. Jazz, are you with me?
Yeah, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, girl. Look, it's a happy Friday for somebody out there driving by that billboard, because if they between the ages of 50 and 80 and they're a Christian man and they ain't boring, they got them a girlfriend.
I mean, that's the way to get somebody's attention for real. Driving down the road and see that big old billboard. That's certainly a way to get somebody's attention.
Oh, yeah. And one of the things that had me laughing was when she said that, there's a fortune teller on there, but she believes in God. And she's just like, there's a reason for the season. But she was just like, I just hope he will hurry up on this one.
She said she's been single for over 30 years. I don't blame her. You gotta find ways to be innovative and get what you want sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Gotta be creative, man. Okay, so Jazz, because I've tried the little dating apps. I've kind of given up on it, but I think I might throw a billboard, because guess what? I've been single for over 30 years, too.
I mean, honestly, put your little picture up there. I feel like you would get a lot of
Oh,
calls.
girl.
Because you got some crazy people out here, too.
Well, see, you know what, though? I am very, very picky, Jazz, so I'm pretty sure I won't get anybody calling me back.
Fair enough.
Yes. So, Jazz, tell me, obviously we have a cool competition going on for our insiders. So if you could, let's go over that real quick, and then we're going to get into some cool pictures that have been submitted.
Of course, yes. So just head to our website at wslist.com. We have an Earth Day contest going on where you can submit artwork of what Earth Day means to you. You have until the 21st, the day before Earth Day, to submit your artwork, and winners will be drawn at random to win a $250 gift card. So yeah, just go ahead and make sure you enter. We're super excited to see submissions. It could be anything from a beautiful sunset just to a hike, nature, anything that shows or signifies what Earth Day means to you.
Yes.
So enter. All you need to do is be an insider to sign up.
And look, Jazz, speaking of pictures, check out these that have already come in. This is a beautiful picture.
You can just head to wslist.com/pinit. And you can submit your photos there.
Mm-hmm. This was coming from Mom. Says that this is what I think of when I think of Earth Day. I think of as beautiful as our Earth. Definitely true right here. And then look at this picture coming in through Brenda. Brenda sent some sunshine through the trees. That's gorgeous. And then last but not least, we got like a trio hanging out on a flower. Look at this. Brenda also sent in a bee, a grasshopper, and a fly. So, yeah. Get in on this competition, because you got some good photographers, don't we, Jazz?
We really do. I love seeing everyone's pictures. So, yeah, make sure you go to wslist.com/pinit, finish your photos. Again, you have until 21st to submit your photo, the day before Earth Day, and we will select our winners on Earth Day. Winners will be chosen at random to win the $250 gift card. So we're super excited for us. Make sure you go and submit your photos. All you need to do is be an insider, which is completely free to do so.
Perfecto. Jazz, you got anything else for us?
No, ma'am, that's it.
All right, girl. Well, you have a blessed weekend.
All right, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us on our awesome end of the week. We're wrapping this week up the right way. And shout out to Linda again. Let's inspire other people to get some billboards going on, because I bet you that's going to get a dating pool hyped up a lot. If anything, it should tell you that, hey, you know, love is out there and it's never too late. So I might have some hope. Either way, let's get right on wrapping our day up. Thank you so much again for joining us on the Sprint. I'm about to go get ready for our great old Rail Yard Dogs game. Again, I need everybody to send some positive vibes to our boys. Puck drops at 7:05 tonight. I need you guys to just pray that we make it through at least today, so we can have a good fight on the ice tomorrow. All type of good stuff is going on. And again, understand that today is Give Life, representing, you know, donate organs, you know, everything that you can think of about trying to figure out the importance behind transplantation and getting our Virginias at least set up to where our lists are being kind of knocked down. I know the list, when they keep on going longer and longer and longer, again, that puts up a bad situation for a lot of families out there who are in need in organs. So again, happy Donate Life Day today. Happy Rail Yard Dogs Day. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And like I always say, live in the moment. We'll see you guys back here on Monday at 12:30 and at 6:30 on WSLS.com for the Sprint.